In today's hot housing market, sellers often need to take a pause for the clause. I'm talking about a little something extra for the sales contract.
We recently sat down with San Jose, California-based Intero real estate agent Robert Aldana and publisher of the letstalkrealestate.com website. He says in a hot market, sellers and their agents often overlook sales contract additions that might not be necessarily when the market is cool.
That's right. Now, with the housing recovery going into full throttle, times are different. For example, a 30-day rent back clause allows the seller to stay in the home 30 days after it's sold.
In hot markets, the seller could easily close escrow on the home being sold before the seller can close on the new home. You don't want to have to move twice, says Aldana.
So true. Or be out on the street. Another addition could be a repair cost limit clause for sellers selling a property as is or selling a property that, well, might need some work.
The repair cost limit clause does just what it says. It limits the cost of any repairs the seller is obligated to complete. Aldana says this clause isn't bulletproof. Some lenders mandate certain repairs and clearances.
Another clause, the right to cancel clause, addresses buyers who stall and don't live up to the term of the contract, say by not signing off on contingencies or by delaying financing.
Yes, the right to cancel clause, common to many contracts in any market, puts time limits on completing inspections, processing documents, and performing other contractual obligations.
Then we have the above asking price offer clause. That forces the buyer, if he or she wants the deal to fly, to come up with 2 satchels of cash.
Yes, it does. First, the buyer must have the down payment based on the lender's appraised value. Then the buyer must come up with another amount that equals the difference between the appraised value and the above asking price offer.
So true. And finally, there's a multiple counteroffer clause. Multiple counteroffers are common in today's market. The counteroffer clause allows the seller to give numerous multiple counteroffers to numerous buyers.
Even though they all agree to the seller's counteroffer, the seller then has a right to choose which buyer to work with.
Wow, this can be complicated stuff. I mean, you really may need some legal help to sort through the real estate contract, especially with all these added clauses.
That's so true. Well, that's all this week for Realty Times.
Thanks again for joining us, and please tune in again next week right here.